Bhaktavasala Sai Rama Ram,
Bhaktavasala Sai Rama Ram,
Sai Rama 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 Ram, Rama Ram, Sai Rama 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 Ram,
Sai Rama 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 Ram, Sai Rama 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 Ram,
Sai Rama 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 Ram, Sai Rama 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 Ram,
Sai Rama 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 Ram, Sai Rama 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 Ram. Dina Dayalu Sai Rama Ram, Parama Kripalu Sai Rama Ram, keep feeling your love in me over and over again.
I keep feeling your love in me over and over again.
I keep feeling your love in me over and over again.
I keep feeling your love in me over and over again.
And it's sweeter and sweeter as the days go by.
And it's sweeter and sweeter as the days go by.
And it's sweeter and sweeter as the days go by.
And it's sweeter and sweeter as the days go by.
Oh, what a love between my Sai and I.
Oh, what a love between my Sai and I.
Oh, what a love between my Sai and I.
Oh, what a love between my Sai and I.
My Sai and I, 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 my Sai and I.
Oh, what a love between my Lord and I.
Oh, what a love between my Lord and I.
Oh, what a love between my Sai and I.
Oh, what a love between my Sai and I.
I keep feeling your love in me over and over again.
I keep feeling your love in me over and over again.
And it's sweeter and sweeter as the days go by.
And it's sweeter and sweeter as the days go by.
Oh, what a love between my Sai and I.
Oh, what a love between my Sai and I.
My Sai and I, my Sai and I.
My Sai and I, my Sai and I.
Oh, what a love between my Lord and I.
Oh, what a love between my Lord and I.
Oh, what a love between my Sai and I.
Oh, what a love between my Sai and I. I keep feeling your love in me over and over again. Jaya 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 He Madhusudana. Jaya 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 He Madhusudana. Jaya Jaya He Madhusudana. Jaya 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 He Madhusudana. Jaya Vrindavana Manamohana. Jaya Vrindavana Manamohana. Jaya Vrindavana Manamohana. Jaya Vrindavana Manamohana. Jaya 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 He Madhusudana. Jaya 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 He Madhusudana. Sundara Sai Shirdi Vihari. Sundara Sai Shirdi Vihari. Sundara Sai Arathi Vihari. Sundara Sai Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam. Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram. Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram. Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam. Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam. Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam. Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam. Jaya 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 He Madhusudana. Shambho Mahadeva, Shiva Shambho Mahadeva, Shambho Mahadeva, Shiva Shambho Mahadeva, Shambho Mahadeva, Shiva Shambho Mahadeva. Shivaya प्रशांति निवासी राम,
प्रशांति निवासी राम,
हरे प्रशांति निवासी राम,
प्रशांति निवासी राम,
भजो मधुर हरि नाम निरंतर, भजो मधुर हरि नाम,
भजो मधुर हरि नाम निरंतर, भजो मधुर हरि नाम,
शरण भाव से साई भजो,
चरण भाव से साई भजो,
मधुर भाव से बाबा भजो,
चरण भाव से बाबा भजो,
हरि सुख है हरि शांति,
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 हरे प्रशांति निवासी राम,
हरे प्रशांति निवासी राम,
हरे प्रशांति निवासी राम,
हरे प्रशांति निवासी राम,
भजो मधुर हरि नाम निरंतर, भजो मधुर हरि नाम।
बोला बंदारे बाबा शिव 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 साई बाबा, बोला बंडारी बाबा शिव 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 साई बाबा, बोला बंदारे बाबा शिव 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 साई बाबा, बोला बंडारे बाबा शिव 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 साई बाबा, अनाथ रक्षक दीन दयाला पतित पावन 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 साई बाबा, बोला बंदारे बाबा शिव 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 साई बाबा, बोला बंदारे बाबा शिव 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 साई बाबा, योगेश्वर साई मुरारी, योगेश्वर हे त्रिपुरारी, 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 नित्यानंद ब्रह्मानंद प्रेमानंद साई बाबा, 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 बोला बंदारे बाबा शिव 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 साई बाबा, बोला बंदारे बाबा शिव 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 साई बाबा, अनाथ रक्षक दीन दयाला पतित पावन साई बाबा, अनाथ रक्षक दीन दयाला पतित पावन साई बाबा, बोला बंदारे बाबा शिव 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 साई बाबा, बोला बंदारे बाबा शिव 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 साई बाबा, योगेश्वर साई मुरारी, योगेश्वर हे त्रिपुरारी, योगेश्वर साई मुरारी, योगेश्वर हे त्रिपुरारी, नित्यानंद ब्रह्मानंद प्रेमानंद साई बाबा, 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 बोला बंदारे बाबा साई बाबा,
जननी जननी सत्य साई शुभ जननी,
जननी जननी सत्य साई शुभ जननी,
जननी जननी सत्य साई शुभ जननी,
जननी जननी
सत्य साई शुभ जननी
जगतारिणी परिपूरणी साईश्वरी जननी
जगतारिणी परिपूरणी साईश्वरी जननी
जगतारिणी परिपूरणी साईश्वरी जननी
जगतारिणी परिपूरणी साईश्वरी जननी
सत्यस्वरूपिणी जननी
सत्यस्वरूपिणी जननी
सत्यस्वरूपिणी जननी
सत्यस्वरूपिणी जननी
धर्मसंवर्धिनी जननी
धर्मसंवर्धिनी जननी
साई धर्मसंवर्धिनी जननी
साई धर्मसंवर्धिनी जननी
शान्तस्वरूपिणी जननी
शान्तस्वरूपिणी जननी
शान्तस्वरूपिणी जननी
शान्तस्वरूपिणी जननी
प्रेमप्रदायिनी जननी
साई प्रेमप्रदायिनी जननी
साई प्रेमप्रदायिनी जननी
साई प्रेमप्रदायिनी जननी
जननी जननी सत्य साई शुभ जननी
जननी जननी सत्य साई शुभ जननी
जगतारिणी परिपूरणी साईश्वरी जननी
जगतारिणी परिपूर्णी साईश्वरी जननी
सत्यस्वरूपिणी जननी
सत्यस्वरूपिणी जननी
धर्मसंवर्धिनी जननी
धर्मसंवर्धिनी जननी
शान्तस्वरूपिणी जननी
शान्तस्वरूपिणी जननी
प्रेमप्रदायिनी जननी
साई प्रेमप्रदायिनी जननी
साई प्रेमप्रदायिनी जननी
साई प्रेमप्रदायिनी जननी
जननी
जननी सत्य साई शुभ जननी
शिवकुमारनी शक्ति बालनी वा वा वा
शिवकुमारने शक्ति बालने वा वा
शिवकुमारनी शक्ति बालनी वा वा वा
शिवकुमारने शक्ति बालने वा वा
शरवण भव गुग षण्मुख वेला वा वा वा
शरवण भव गुग षण्मुख वेला
शरवण भव गुग षण्मुख
चित चोरा यशोदा के बाद नवनीत चोर गोपाल चित चोरा यशोदा के बाद नवनीत चोर गोपाल 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 गोवर्धन धर गोपाल
असतो मा सत्कमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्यो मा अमृतं गमय शान्ति 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 ॐ तत्सत् श्रीनारायणदु पुरुषोत्तम गुरुदु सिद्धबोधदु सर्वविनायक सविता आवददु नमस्तदु यौवशक्तिदु येषु पिता प्रभुदु रुद्रविष्णुदु राम ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्ति महेश्वर ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपदे स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपदे आश्रित कल्पलदीका आश्रित कल्पलदीका आवतारवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता गुरुदेव ममु मरियंदयु नीवे स्वामी मरियंदयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेंद्र शयन ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओम जय श्री ओम साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल आरती अंधुको मंगल गिरिधार ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा ओम शांति 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 परमं पवित्रं भावाविभूति परमं विचित्रं लीलाविभूतिं परमात्म इष्टात् मोक्षप्रदाय भावाविभूति इदमाश्रयामि परमं पवित्रं भावाविभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीलाविभूतिं परमात्म इष्टात् मोक्षप्रदाय भावाविभूति इदमाश्रयामि मङ्गलं गुरुदेवाय मङ्गलं ज्ञानदायिने मङ्गलं पतिवासाय मङ्गलं सत्यसायिने ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति
Sairam, everyone. We have one announcement today. Swami's 99th birthday celebrations will be held at this mandir on Saturday, the 23rd of November. The morning program will take place from 6 a.m. to 12 noon and will include the Sri Sathya Sai Suprabhatam as well as Nagara Sankirtan, followed by the Rudra Abhishekam and Ekadasha Rudra chanting. The evening program will take place from 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. and will feature an Unjal song, a special bhajan and birthday cake cutting. If you would like to bring prasadam for the celebrations, please speak to Brother Mano or Brother Ravi. All are welcome. We will now have a short video of Swami, followed by a speech on women's health by Miss Premila Thambi. Sairam.
కౌసల్యవరసూక్తి గర్భమౌటన్ కదా రాముడు దేవుడై రమణగాంచే కౌసల్య సతి కౌసల్య సతి సూక్తి గర్భమౌటన్ కదా రాముడు దేవుడై రమణగాంచే సీతా మహాసాధ్వీ చలగి పెంచుట కదా కవలు కుశలములు గనులు అవుట సీతా మహాసాధ్వీ చలగి పెంచుట కదా కవలు కుశలములు గనులు అవుట జిజియాలలామా రంజిల్లి పెంచుట కదా వీర శివాజియు పేరుగాంచే జిజియాలలామా చలగి పెంచుట కదా వీర శివాజియు పేరుగాంచే పుతలి బాయి రంజిల్లి పెంచుట కదా గాంధీ మహాత్ముడై ఘనత నెచ్చే ప్రాణికోటికి ఈ విధ పరిమళించే అహరహంబుల బ్రోచడి ఆత్మ కంటే ఆదరంబగు వస్తువి అవని కలదా అమ్మ ప్రథమాక్షరంబే ఆద్యాక్షరంబు అమ్మ ప్రథమాక్షరంబే ఆద్యాక్షరంబు.
Dear sisters, I would like to introduce our speaker for today. Ms. Premila Thambi, FRCOG, practices as a consultant obstetrician and gynecologist in Milton Keynes. She had her basic medical training at Madras Medical College, Chennai, and completed her postgraduate studies in Manipal, India. She has been working as a consultant gynecologist in the NHS for more than 15 years and is a fellow of the Royal College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists in London. She has a vast amount of experience in dealing with gynecology problems in women from the age of 18 to 80 and younger as well. And she's always happy to help and advise ladies and girls here in the temple also. She's a great devotee of our beloved Lord Ganapati and has a very kind heart. which means she seems to be on permanent medical on-call for our priests and their families. But she also uses her wide experience and knowledge to raise awareness in our community with the firm belief that no woman should suffer alone and that there is always something that can be done, medically or spiritually, to help. Ms. Pramila Thambi.
Thank you, everyone. It's a pleasure to stand here in front of all of you. And I'm sure, as Geeta explained to you, it's all the blessings of Lord Ganesha. I've been part of this temple for a long time. Although I work in the other side of Lord Ganesha, the days when I travel from here, I always make sure I come here, get his blessings, and I am what I am because of his blessings. Thank you, everyone, for giving me an opportunity to talk to you this evening. The topic for today I have chosen is menopause because I think it is a very topical topic, especially in women of my age group, if I may say that. I am quite happy to have it interactive if you wish to do so, or I can just give a talk on the problems which women face in that part of the life when you have done all your activities with regards to studies, being a good daughter, then being a wife, and then the last few years when you have it for yourself. So, Geeta, should we start the slides or how are we going to start off? So, can you all see or just move it to the side? I don't want to stand behind. So the next slide, please. I presume everybody knows what menopause is. So women, when they stop their period, that is the phase what we call as menopause. If you have stopped your period for more than 12 months, that's when we label you as menopause. The time up to menopause is called perimenopause. It can sometimes span up to 4 years for some. So I'm just going to emphasize why is it that we women need to be alert about the menopausal period of our life. So by the end of this session, I hope you will understand what menopause means, why and when it occurs, what are the menopausal symptoms and how we can manage them, and how to take care of your health during your menopause, and when to seek medical advice. The next slide, please. So, as I explained to you, menopause is a natural process in the majority of cases. All women do have ovaries. Majority of women, 99.5% of women who do have ovaries. And when the ovaries stop producing the hormones, that's when the woman enters into the menopausal period of life. There are times, for reasons plenty, where medically we might have to stop the function of the ovaries. That is called surgical menopause. In these situations, we will have to interfere without it being a natural process. And there are times when women stop producing the hormones very early in life, what we call as premature menopause. Sometimes women do have chemotherapy or radiotherapy, which unfortunately stops the ovary functioning. In these situations as well, women can get into menopause. If you want to stop me at any point in time to ask questions, please do feel free. Can I have the next slide, please? Now, I'm just going to talk about what is it that is very special about women. Women have got a hormone called estrogen, which is produced by the ovary. The cells around the eggs produce this hormone called estrogen, which helps women protect the heart, and the bones. Very rarely you come across women dying of heart attack in younger age group because we have the protective hormone called estrogen. So estrogen is also responsible for the bone mineral density. And this is why once we reach the menopausal age group, our mineralization of the bone decreases and we are at a risk of having fractures. So the most important hormone for us is estrogen. And once the egg is released, we have a hormone called progesterone, which also protects the lining of the womb. In addition to all these things, women do have the ability to keep men happy, or that's why we have the hormone called testosterone, which keeps our libido. So the three hormones which is responsible for women in the reproductive age group is estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. When women reach menopause, that is when the ovary is deprived of all the eggs, we do not have the ability to produce these hormones, and that is why we do have this menopausal period in our life. The next slide, please. Now, as I explained to you, if you have menopause before the age of 40, that's called premature menopause. Between 40 and 45, it's early menopause. The average age for menopause is 51. Sometimes women do have late menopause where you can have periods up to the age of 56. There is a genetic predisposition and also a familial disposition, like if my mother had a late menopause, the likelihood of me having a late menopause is pretty high. But it doesn't mean that you are at a risk of developing menopausal symptoms earlier. You can still have your periods and still have menopausal symptoms as well. Now, as I explained to you, estrogen is responsible mainly for the heart, the bones. It also reduces some kinds of bowel cancer. It's also responsible for our alertness. So if you have brain fog or if you have dementia, you'll have to sit and think, when was my menopause and do you think I would benefit from some estrogen therapy? So this is why I stress the relevance of estrogen for women in the postmenopausal age group, because it reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease, dementia, and osteoporosis. Next slide, please. Now, if your periods stop before the age of 45, please see a doctor who will do some hormone tests for you. And if you stop your periods early, it's also worth considering a bone density scan, so you have a benchmark as what your bone mineral density is. We do what we call a DEXA scan, which will tell us the risk of you developing osteoporosis. Prior to that, there's something called osteopenia, which will also give you a marker as to when you should be starting some kind of treatment. So it's very important that you see a doctor if your periods stop naturally before the age of 45. Next slide, please. Now, the lead up to menopause is called perimenopause. Sometimes women can have infrequent periods or even frequent periods. If you have a period which is less than 21 days, or if you have infrequent periods for more than 3 months, especially around the age of 40 to 45, bear in mind that you're likely to get into menopause, and please see your doctor to do the relevant blood tests. For some women, perimenopause can last up to 4 years, which can be really bothersome. It can affect them mentally, physically, and emotionally, particularly with sleep deprivation. I would like to stress that if that be the case, please approach a doctor and who can help you with either hormones or advice on dietary modifications. Now, if you stop your period and you cross 12 months, then you're labeled as menopause. Any kind of bleeding after the 12 months of no period is very important, because if you start bleeding after 12 months of no periods, you stand a slightly higher risk of having cancer of the womb. So it's very important you seek medical advice straight away. The doctors will then do tests, particularly an ultrasound scan, to check the thickness of the lining of the womb and then offer help accordingly. Next slide, please. Now, there is no definite test. According to the guidelines in this country, if women have symptoms of lack of energy, brain fog, sleep disturbance, no motivation, forgetfulness, night sweats, hot flushes above the age of 45, you do not have to do a blood test. You can seek advice from a doctor or a menopause specialist and then start hormone replacement therapy. Sometimes if you have strong family history of breast cancer, or if you are a person that you don't like to take hormones and you want to know where you are in your cycle, you can request the doctor to do a hormone test called FSH, which will tell you whether you're menopausal or not. Next slide, please. I think I've explained this to you. If you have menopause in the age of less than 40, it is important that you take estrogen replacement therapy straight away. Sometimes doctors prescribe you the contraceptive pill at the age of 40 as an alternative to hormonal therapy, but please make sure that you inform the doctor the difference between contraception and menopausal medication so that the doctor can also sit down and take some time. Otherwise, most times they tend to think, okay, fine, you don't have a period, we'll put you on the pill. There are two different entities when you stop your periods completely below the age of 40. So it's important that you emphasize that. I would also like to stress that women around the age of 40 to 45 or even 45 to 50, they presume that they don't need any contraception. It is very important for you to consider contraception. According to statistics, when you do have the list of or the group of women or girls who undergo termination of pregnancy, you do have an exponential increase in the rate of termination of pregnancy in the young age group, about 17 to 19. The second list of group of women is in the perimenopausal age group, where they are taken by surprise about pregnancies. And they are sort of reasonably settled in their life. They couldn't think about menopause. They think, okay, fine, the chance of me getting pregnant is unlikely. Surprise, surprise, there is pregnancy. So it's very important that you maintain some contraception around that age group as well. Next slide, please. As I explained to you, what are the symptoms of a menopause? Hot flushes, night sweats. Sometimes some women can have urinary problems. It could be that you do have the urgency, frequency. If you wake up more than 2 times in the night time, or if you go more than 10 times during the day, or if you're planning to go outside and in your mind you have a map as to where the toilets are, if you feel that in sense you can hold but you can't hold long enough to reach the loo, these are all symptoms around the time of menopause. So please seek advice so that the doctor can help you with regards to urinary symptoms. Weight gain. Studies have showed that women can gain up to 10 kilos in weight around the time of menopause. It's not because of menopause you put on weight, it's because of the slow metabolism in the body and the lack of motivation where you don't do exercise and you have got a redistribution of fat. So most women around menopause have what you have, adipose tissue around the waist. That puts you at a higher risk of developing diabetes and cardiovascular problems as well. So maintaining your weight is very important around the time of menopause. I repeat, you do not put on weight due to menopause, but the likelihood of you gaining weight around menopause is high. Next slide, please. In addition to that, because of your lack of motivation, you have muscle ache, pain, migraines, you don't feel well in yourself. A dress which you wear in the morning might not be the same in the later half of the day. You do look in the mirror, you're not happy with yourself. This is all because of the changes of the hormones in your body. The next slide, please. Now, yes, very important. Women tend to become very irritable around your menopausal times. You might need a small argument which can cause problems. You're angry at yourself for not being yourself. So kids keep away from mothers around that time because they know that the mom is not the same just because she's got some hormonal issues. Partners also find that you're not the same. So when you do feel that you're irritable, just sit back and think, what is my period pattern? Do you think this is something I could help myself for the harmony at home? Now, most women lose interest in sexual intercourse around the time of menopause just because estrogen does not help with the elasticity of the tissue or with libido or with in the lubrication in the vagina. So when you have less amount of estrogen and you do not have a healthy flora in the vagina, you're likely to have infections, particularly because of the pH changes in the vagina. So if you have symptoms of dry vagina, I would recommend, apart from using vaginal moisturizers, use some hormonal treatment to help with symptoms as well. Women in the postmenopausal age group are likely to have not thrush, but something called bacterial vaginosis because of the changes in the vaginal pH. So the easy solution to that is a hormone pessary, which does not put you at any higher risk of developing anything in particular. Next slide, please. Now, only 20% of women do have no symptoms of menopause. Around 60% of women have moderate symptoms, another 20% have severe symptoms. The ones with severe symptoms, they seek help immediately. The one with moderate symptoms might also seek help. About 20% of women who do not seek help need to bear in mind that they are depriving the body of estrogen, which protects the bone, the heart, and also your brain. So there is so much of hype and so much of media about hormone replacement therapy in United Kingdom. Amongst the Asian women, this is not a much sought after topic because I remember my mother never took anything called hormone replacement therapy. She thought it is part of her aging because grandmother didn't take it, she didn't take it. Now the quality of life is different. We are aware of so many things. So one need to sit back and think, should I follow my mom's footstep for hormone replacement therapy or help myself? I would strongly encourage women to consider hormone replacement therapy if you feel that you are getting to this state. Next slide, please. Now, as I explained to you, what are the things you can help yourself? Lifestyle modifications. You do not have a motivation for exercises, but make sure that you motivate yourself to do simple exercises. Yoga is amazing. Pilates is amazing. Because your muscle tone decreases in the menopausal period, you do not have the energy. Your muscle is not going to be the same as it is when you were young. So you need that extra push to help yourself. Dietary modifications. Diet which is rich in estrogen. Certain things which are rich in estrogen, soya, sesame seeds, flaxseed, legumes, even avocado has got to a certain extent phytoestrogens. Yam, that's also very good for estrogen in the system. There are so many other non-hormonal things, particularly something called black cohosh. So you go to shops like Holland and Barrett, you have a range of things which can have fancy names like flash fighters or memory tablets. These are the things which helps women in the menopausal period. You have a whole range of menopausal things. don't get carried away by everything. Of course, there is some studies to say there's something called maca root, which helps in women's menopausal symptoms. If you go to Boots also, you have so many things like non-hormonal medication for menopause. They're pretty expensive, but don't be carried away by everything. But diet, which you can help yourself, is to avoid fatty food, avoid starchy food, increase your protein, and increase these phytoestrogens, what I explained to you. Next slide, please. Of course, one need to bear in mind that you should do relaxation as much as you can. That's why yoga and Pilates help. Get enough of sleep, because around menopause, you do not have the estrogen hormone, which does not help you with a normal sleep pattern. So if you have sleep disturbances, please consider helping yourself with some kind of hormones or non-hormonal substitutes. Avoid spicy foods, that's also help. And reduce your alcohol intake if you are a person who enjoys a glass of wine now and again. As explained to you, exercise regularly and try relaxation and mindfulness. Cognitive behavior therapy, talking about it, group discussions, having forums, this also really helps in overcoming emotional symptoms, particularly with menopause. Next slide, please. Now, what is it that I am stressing with regards to hormone replacement therapy? If you have a uterus and you have not had any surgery and you need hormone replacement therapy, you will need estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen comes in the form of tablets, patches, gels, and spray. Progesterone comes in the form of an intrauterine device called Mirena, and also comes in the form of patches and tablets. You don't have progesterone gel in the United Kingdom, you do have it in the States. When we consider taking oral tablets for hormone replacement therapy, if women have an inherent tendency to develop blood clots, or if you have a family history of blood clots, or if you have a blood disorder putting you at a higher risk of developing blood clots, or if you suffer from hypertension or diabetes, try not to take oral estrogen tablets, because there is a slightly higher risk of you developing blood clots on estrogen. For these group of women, I would recommend either the patch or the gel or the spray. There is a great difference between progesterone, which is synthetic, or body identical progesterone. The newer progesterone called eutrogestin, which is a natural progesterone, reduces the risk of women developing breast cancer with hormone replacement therapy. So I would strongly recommend those natural progesterone rather than the synthetic progesterone. So a menopause specialist will be able to advise to you. What is it that we are concerned when we recommend hormone replacement for women? Women who take hormone replacement therapy have got a slightly higher risk of developing breast cancer. So if I take about 1,000 women who have hormone replacement therapy over 5 years of time, provided there is no strong family history of breast cancer or any other risk factors for breast cancer, maybe about 5 women in 1,000 will develop breast cancer in the normal population. Taking HRT, maybe 6 in 1,000. So the number is very less. So, however, when women take hormone replacement therapy, as normal, I would advise women to self-examine their breast and to seek medical advice if indicated. Next slide, please. If women have breast cancer, which is very common, 1 in 12 women develop breast cancer nowadays, nobody knows why. If you have had breast cancer and if you have a hormone-induced breast cancer, please do not consider hormone replacement therapy. There are some studies to say that topical, that means vaginal estrogen, is safe for women who have got breast cancer, but that is under close supervision. So if you have breast cancer, we need to seek non-hormonal hormone replacement therapy, that is antidepressants or a tablet called clonidine, which is given for blood pressure, that can help as well. Next slide, please. Right, as I explained to you, the non-hormonal ones are the blood pressure medicine called clonidine. There's a medicine called gabapentin, which is used for so many different conditions: pelvic pain, not feeling yourself, low moods, depression. Gabapentin acts centrally on the brain, which can also be used, but that is as a last resort. I would strongly recommend diet in these group of women who have a history of breast cancer or treated breast cancer. Next slide, please. Now, vaginal dryness. This is very common. When you do have lack of estrogen, you have got urinary symptoms, burning in the vagina. You feel that you have the urgency to pass urine, but you don't have to. When you go, you might not pass urine. So you would certainly benefit from vaginal estrogens. You do have pessaries, very low dose pessaries with remarkable improvement. So it can be inserted inside the vagina on a twice weekly basis, or you can even use cream. Cream is a little bit messy. The pessaries are pretty helpful, and I would strongly recommend for you to consider that. Next slide, please. Right. Chinese medicines, not much proven, but people have been convinced with the use of Chinese medicines with regards to treatment of menopause. I do not want you to go down that route. There are some centers in the United Kingdom where they prepare certain medicines, the tablets prepared. I was really shocked that you do have these pharmacies, in-house pharmacies in certain places, in spite of so many standards being maintained in this country. But please do not take any medicines which are prescribed by people who have labeled themselves as menopause specialists, but because nobody knows what is there in it. There is some studies to say that these medicines contain a lot of steroids, putting women at a higher risk of developing diabetes. So my knowledge with Chinese medicine is limited, but we do not recommend that as part of hormone replacement therapy. Black cohosh, as I told you, which is very good. St. John's wort is another one, natural remedy which can be helped as well. Now, I explained to you, they are pharmacy compounded medicines. Please do not go seeking advice. You do hear this in radios. Sometimes you do have, like advertisements in the airport or even in bus stops and things like that regarding leaflets with people promoting their medicines. Please don't get carried away by it. Next slide, please. Right. Because of lack of libido, because of dryness in the vagina, women around the perimenopausal age group do not want to have sexual intercourse, which can cause problems with regards to the marital life. I've seen that personally amongst Asian women as well, where men come along with women and then they seek advice as to how they can help for their partner. So I think with most women, when they come to that age, sex is the last thing on their mind, but one need to bear in mind as to how this can affect their relationship with their partners and how they come along with their partners to seek more help as well. So need to bear that in mind if this can be helped with the local estrogens or with oral medication. Next slide, please. Right, pelvic floor physiotherapy, as I explained to you, because of the lack of estrogen, lack of elasticity, women can have prolapse. And because of that, I would strongly recommend doing pelvic floor exercises, particularly to help with your urinary symptoms and also to maintain your pelvic flow. So you can do what you call as Kegel exercises when you start passing urine, pass urine, hold it for a while and then pass again. So that way you can tone your bladder muscles. And also, when you're sitting, even, like in the perimenopausal age group, you can contract your muscles in the perineum, not your tummy muscles, into your bottoms so that you can squeeze your bottoms, helping your pelvic floor muscles tone better. Next slide, please. Now, I did discuss about contraception. If you are older than 50 and you have not had a period for 1 year, you're reasonably safe. If your period stops below 50, please wait for 2 years before deciding that you don't need contraception. Otherwise, you're likely to have surprises if you do not take any contraception. So women who need hormone replacement therapy sometimes need to take HRT and contraception. It might appear that you're pumping a lot of hormones into you, but that's what you need and that's what we recommend. Next slide, please. So, as explained to you, 12 months after your last period, it's important that you maintain your bones, your heart, and your brain. So, I would strongly promote HRT. I hope few people in this crowd know what hormone replacement therapy is, and if you need any help, please do not hesitate to ask me in person later. Next slide, please. As explained to you, a third or even half of your life will happen after the menopause, so it's important that you maintain a good health. Next slide, please. I think I discussed this about weight gain. As I explained to you, menopause doesn't cause weight gain, but you're likely to put on up to 10 kilos in the 4 years of your menopause. And because of that, you are putting yourself at a higher risk of developing diabetes and cardiac problems if you don't exercise yourself. Next slide, please. Right? I repeat, exercise regularly, keep a healthy weight, and maintain a healthy diet. Next slide, please. I'm racing against time as well. So it's important that you do regular blood pressure check, monitor your blood sugars, make sure that you go have a bone density scan. You're likely to have itchy skin, so if that be the case, seek advice to check your estrogen levels. Breast screening, cervical screening. Breast screening we advise above the age of 50 every 2 years. Cervical screening is cervical smear every 5 years after the age of 64, and bowel screening is again every 2 years above the age of 50. Remember this, and I don't think the GP will remind you, it is your responsibility. I personally feel we are responsible for our health and you seek the GP for guidance. Next slide, please. Now, when to see a doctor, it's very important if in the postmenopausal period, that is 12 months of you of you having stopped your periods, you stop bleeding. I've seen quite a few women who think one-off bleeding is okay and they don't seek help. Unfortunately, they do have endometrial cancer. One of the cancers which is easy to diagnose is endometrial cancer because they present with bleeding. Very rarely I see a woman with no bleeding and cancer of the womb. So if ever you have bleeding after you stopped your periods, please, please, please seek medical help. And urinary symptoms are also very common because of their menopause, and that if you don't deal with it immediately, you can have problems. And with that, I'm going to end my talk. Thank you very much.
On behalf of us all, I'd like to thank Ms. Pramila Thambi. She tells it as it is, and we as women shouldn't be afraid to talk about these issues. She's always here, and she very kindly, she ran a workshop for us, I think last year, on women's health, and some of the youngsters were saying, we've never had this conversation with our own mothers. Because of the stigma, of the shyness of saying it all, or lack of knowledge as well. There's been a lot that Pramilaka has covered in this. Fortunately, I hope we've got it all on the live stream, so please read it, listen to it and see it back, and pass it on to other wonderful females who are in your family and friendship groups, so that all of us can learn how to do this. When I was listening to her, thinking, yes, I've got that, I've got that. So it really does give, knowledge is power, and it gives you an understanding of your body and how we can look after it better, and how we shouldn't suffer in silence if these things are happening to us. Premilaka has very kindly said that she will be here. She's often at the temple for our festivals. We don't want to bother her too much, but if you do have a question, then please do feel free to speak to her. Thank you very much.
Thanks. I know most of you all are young in this crowd, but please take home this message for your mothers and grandmothers, please. Thank you.
Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Jai Bola Bhagavan Shri Sathya Sai Baba Ji ki
ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात् ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्
साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्